Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your August 2020 and your mid-2020 overview reading. We're going to be starting with the 2020 overview for the last 6 months of this year. And if you haven't already, take a moment to subscribe to this channel. Check me out on Instagram for more readings, content, and good things. If you would like to check out my newsletter, I highly recommend it. You get more good things from me. All of the good stuff is in the description box, so check that out. All of the decks that I'm using are listed in there as well. Don't forget, this is good for you if you're a sun, moon, or rising Taurus. So let me lay out this spread and then we will get started. All right, let me explain how this reading works. So this is technically a timeline from July to December of 2020, and then I'm going to fill in the spread with another deck. So this is just the skeleton timeline, and then we'll get more information as we move through it, and then I'm going to do a small August reading at the end. So let's start with your oracle cards. First thing we have is reflect. Okay, so there's a couple things here. This has to do with reflecting yourself, right? Reflecting, what's actually going on here? What am I actually feeling? What am I actually experiencing? The second thing that you want to be aware of is whatever you are looking for, you will find. So if you're looking for opportunities, if you're seeking that out, if your eyes are open and available for opportunities, that is what you'll see. If you're looking for opportunities to be angry or be stressed out or think that the world is falling apart, if you're seeking those things, if that's the energy that you're holding in the body and you're pursuing that, even unconsciously, that is what you'll find. You will find more reasons to be stressed, afraid, angry, upset, because the world is highly, highly reflective. So just be aware of this. If you're experiencing any type of distress, frustration, ask yourself, am I actually looking or seeking out these things in any capacity? Am I feeding into something that consumes me in all the wrong ways, in the ways that don't make me feel good? Do an audit of that, reflect on that. And then we have the sword. This is the mental body, the thoughts, the ideas that are coming through. It's giving me the Ace of Swords energy. So inspiration, kind of cutting through the noise and reworking the mind is going to be an important part of this, because this is heavily, heavily internally based. Of course, life is internally based, but I'm getting more than anything else, this has to do with what do you want to see? What do you want your lens to be? And then we also have clarity. Refine your communication. Be conscious about your true desire before jumping in. Witness, reflect, then move forward with purpose. So yeah, again, cutting out the noise, not letting minor things distract you from what you do want. Because being a fixed earth sign, there can be a lot of rumination that goes along with that energetic. Now let's go into the first quarter. So this will last until about mid-August. We have the 10 of Wands here. And this is overwhelm, right? This is taking on too much. There's too much going on. You kind of need to take a break or find a pocket of rest for yourself. It's like you're actively taking on too much. You might have too many plates spinning, you might have too many projects going at the same time, or you might be saying yes to doing too much for others. So let's see. 3 of Wands. Look out at your future, right? The one that you're actively creating in present time, or at least hopefully you are. And really ask yourself, what do you want more of? What are you wanting to build? What type of seeds do you want to plant in your metaphorical energetic garden? And are the things that you're giving energy to something that you want to bring with you into your future? Is your current level of stress what you want to bring with you into the future? Are your current relationships that you're investing in what you want to give energy to in the future? Do you want them to compound? Do you want them to grow? Reflect, do some auditing. For you, I think the audit is going to be the biggest component here. Same thing with this sword energy. It's just like cutting through and getting to the core of your desire, the core of your heart, and being honest and clear about what you intend to build and what you want. Second quarter, we have the 9 of Pentacles. So the hard work has paid off. The efforting has paid off. There's an abundance at your disposal. So it's like you get to decide what this becomes or what evolves and transpires here. Let's see what else we have going on with that 9 of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so this abundance that you're experiencing is going to come from your diligent work. Diligent work, I want to be really clear, that's not always going to be tasking. By no means, when I'm talking about abundance and work and putting an effort, I'm not talking about you need to hustle and grind and stick to the standard paradigm of work hard, play hard. That is not what I'm saying. I'm suggesting that whatever you're needing to tweak, it starts inside first. If you are living in a world where the harder you work, like the more energetic output you have, the more money you make, that's not scalable. Okay, that's not a scalable pursuit because you're going to cap out on how much energy you can give something. So just be careful with that pitfall. Be careful with that. I want to remind you that that's not how it has to be. This has to do with how are you thinking? How are you believing? How are you holding? How are you inviting? How are you receiving? That's where the work is done. It's in all of the nuances and mechanics of how you are wielding your energy. That's what the work is. And then, like if perhaps, like let's say you really work on the energy of making money is easy or receiving money is easy or receiving my desires, receiving opportunities. If that gets to be easy, what energy would you hold in the body in order to get that reflection externally? Anyway, I could go on and on about that, but let's move on to the third quarter. Hanged Man, this is about consistency, applying effort consistently. So if you have decided, oh, this is what I want to build. Oh, this is what I'm seeing for myself. This is what I'm desiring to make happen. And then you get into that energy in this second quarter. The third quarter is going to be about maintenance. So you have it down, but now it's time to maintain. And that's what's being done here. Strength. So this is where your sustainability, this is where you really get to capitalize on that fixed energy that you have. It might be kind of a thorn in your side here up until mid-August. You might be kind of wrestling with how to wield that appropriately. But then once you get to this third quarter, if you're working on it here, it's going to be easier to maintain because now the fixed energy is actually supporting you. It's not bleeding you dry. So that's the thing with any fixed energy that you have in your chart at all. Any type of astrological fixed energy is you want to make sure that you're using your fixed energy to only grow what you want to develop, not pouring it into a black hole. And I think that's the struggle for anyone with fixed energy. So make sure that you're sustaining exactly what you desire. So you kind of have this relaxed 6-week period where you don't actually have to have really high energetic output. It could be super relaxed, and that's what's happening here. And then wrapping up 2020, that last quarter, we have the 7 of Cups. So lots of options and opportunities come through here. And this is where whatever you built in the second quarter, whatever you decided, because there's a decision being made here, and then there's application and embodiment that happens here. Maintenance, and then there seems to be a new pocket of opportunities, directions, and choices that you have to make. So what have you been wanting to revamp in your life? And you can kind of forecast, okay, I'm probably going to be getting some opportunities coming in wherever I've been intending. And then we have the 10 of Swords. When you say yes to one thing, you say no to another, and vice versa. So you literally cannot say yes to everything. It doesn't work, because you're going to be saying no to other things. And in order for you to make decisions that are in alignment with you and feel good, you're going to have to be conscious of, what am I saying no to? What does that mean I'm saying yes to? And what do I need to shelf or let go of in order to truly call in what I want, need, and desire? And that's where the 10 of Swords is actually really helpful, because it's like you no longer have to give energy to the things that you may have been saying yes to here. So you can see this is a full circle. You start with the 10 of Wands, which is too much, overwhelm, overextension, energy being depleted, so on and so forth. As you move through this, the 10 of Swords is finally there's clarity on what is an aligned no. Your aligned yeses and nos are probably one of the most powerful tools that you have. So let's go ahead and move into the August reading. And I'm going to keep this simple. I'm just going to do central energy, what you have shifting out, and what you have oncoming. Okay, the central energy of August is the 2 of Wands. Your map. You still need a map. That's the main thing that I think it's in your best interest in the month of August to really clarify your vision. Clarify, what do I want? What do I need? What is the trajectory here? What do I need to embody? Who do I need to become in order to get to my destination? And it's almost like I would do a round of intentions. Do that now, or do that in the month of August. How do you want to finish up 2020? Really do that. I'm getting for you, that's really important. Getting clear on how you want to finish this year. And then you're actually going to feel better about the direction that you're going. The space that I would not recommend you be in is the energy of, I don't know, I'm undecided, I'm uncertain. Those things are okay, but use August as a month to get clear, right? Because we have clarity. Clarity is the mission. And you have this sword energy here as well. And so it's all about refine, refine, refine. Get clear, refine, be specific in your ask. What you have shifting out is the 8 of Swords. This is you feeling trapped and confined. That is moving away, which is why you need the map. The mental map, the astral map is the key element here. The 8 of Swords is a mental perception. It's kind of like a prison that you create for yourself. And once you recognize that you're actually sovereign, that you actually get to decide what you're creating, and that that's what you're responsible for, it's going to make this a lot easier. You're not going to feel so confined, so constricted. So let this just be a mental perception that you have. And building the map is actually what will help you kind of crack out of that mental cage that you've built for yourself. Because this is, this guy could just stand up and walk around, but he's staying in confinement by his own will. So you're making your way out of that. And then the oncoming energy is the 8 of Pentacles. The trick to Taurus energy, again, is knowing where to put your effort, where to put your work, where to put your fixed energy. Once you get clear on that, it's a game changer. So that's what August is setting you up for. It's saying get clear, get defined, be specific, and then you can start putting your effort in. But putting effort in without clarity is a really, really big misuse of fixed energy. So you got to be careful with that, because it'll turn into a black hole, which is why uncertainty is okay so long as you're not pouring into it endlessly. Now we're going to do a 3-card pick, so you're welcome to set an intention, ask for clarity, guidance, whatever you need. If you need more time, pause the video. Card number 1, we have the Ace of Coins. A closed mouth will not get fed. I know I say that a lot, but it's because when it comes to manifestation or support or guidance, it's very easy for people to forget to ask. It's like, oh, I need blah, 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 but they never ask for it. They just stay in the constant cycle of I need, where if you ask and invite the information or the resources or the guidance or the support or the whatever, then it will arrive, but you have to actually make yourself available for it. The Ace of Coins is saying all is available, but you have to ask. You have to invite it in. Card number 2. We have the Queen of Wands, personal power. This, I'm also getting a lot of Leo energy off of this. So maybe something to do with, because it has to do with Leo, the divine feminine in Leo is where the Queen of Wands energy is pointing me right now intuitively. So think about that lioness energy. Something is important about that energetic pattern that I would pay attention to. Maybe something that you have in your life, or someone you have in your life, or something that reflectively is supportive to you within yourself, right? Because we hold all of the archetypes within us, but it's about wielding what we have. So there's something here about that lioness energy that I would look at and play with. And card number 3, we have the Star. This is like all the things are being arranged in your favor behind the veil. And I see this as almost a holding period in perception. What I mean is that it's kind of like the answers or the discovery isn't unveiled yet. It's kind of behind that veil, as I mentioned, so it requires faith because you're not seeing things yet, which is like the bittersweet element of the Star. And so the Star is like, yes, everything is solid, everything is gold, everything is going buttery smooth. But you have to be the holder and the keeper of faith. That's your job. That's where your responsibility comes in. So if you're holding that, you're going to be in a good position. But don't get distracted by things that might be pushing your perception in different directions. Don't allow those distractions to take over. Get really clear around deciding that you're having faith for whatever highest good outcome you're requiring at this time. Know that things are working out. It's just the faith piece is what needs to be mastered. Hold that faith. Thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure. And before you go, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment if anything resonated. Check me out on Instagram at Onyx Healing. And if you would like more content from me, make sure you sign up for my newsletter. Good things come to you in my newsletter, and you can stay up to date on everything. All of the info that you need is in the description box if you'd like to work with me or check out all of the other offers that I have. Just check below. All of the decks that I've used in the reading today are also listed as well. I'm sending you so much love, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.